तो viruses are defined as non-cellular nucleoprotein particles and they act as connecting link between the non-living and living organisms. Viruses are considered as connecting link between non-living and living organisms because viruses share characters with both non-living and both non-living and living organisms. When the viruses are present outside the living host cell, they act as non-living, and when the viruses enter the living host cell, they act as living organisms. So viruses are connecting link. When they remain outside the living host cell, they they act as non-living, and when they enter the cells of the living host, they act as living. Therefore, they are said to be the bridge between the non-living and living organisms. Now, the next, I just as per the definition, viruses are nucleoprotein particle. What does it mean? It means that viruses consist of nucleic acid and protein. And the nucleic acid, you all know the nucleic acid include the DNA and RNA. So the viruses are very unique in the sense that a particular virus has either DNA or RNA. The same the same virus does not have both the DNA and RNA. Our cells, the living organisms have both DNA and RNA in their cell, but viruses have either DNA or RNA as their viruses have either DNA or RNA. You can say that that the same virus does not have both the DNA and RNA. Rather, they have either DNA और RNA. ठीक है, तो ये जान के कि वायरस में क्या होगा, किसी भी वायरस में या तो डीएनए रहेगा या आरएनए, दोनों एक ही वायरस में डीएनए और आरएनए दोनों नहीं होता है, इसको याद रखना है. इसके बाद द प्रोटीन and there are two components of virus. There are two chemical constituent of the virus, protein and nucleic acid. So nucleic acid may be either DNA or RNA, and the protein, अब ये the nucleic acid whether it is DNA or RNA form the central core, and around the central core the protein is present. The protein forms the outer covering, the protein form the outer layer, the protein form the sheath, the protein form the coat, and the protein part and the protein sheath and the protein coat, or you can say the protein cover, which is present around the nucleic acid in case of virus, is known as capsid. The protein part of the virus, the protein coat of the virus, which form the outer covering or sheath or coat, is known as capsid. And capsid is made up of a number of smaller subunits, and these subunits are known as capsomeres. What capsomeres are? Capsomeres are the subunits. The capsomeres are the subunit of the capsid, and each capsomere is made up of a polypeptide chain. And you all know that polypeptide chain is made up of a number of amino acids linked together by the peptide bond. ठीक है, तो वायरसेज आप समझ गए कि वायरस में क्या होता है. वायरस में सिर्फ दो चीजों का बना होता है, प्रोटीन और न्यूक्लिक एसिड का. तो न्यूक्लिक एसिड में, वायरस में जो न्यूक्लिक एसिड है वो या तो डीएनए होगा या आरएनए होगा. एक ही वायरस में डीएनए और आरएनए दोनों नहीं होता. ठीक है, आपको एज फॉर एग्जांपल द टीएमवी विच यू हैव ऑलरेडी स्टडीड इन बीएससी पार्ट 1. TMV stand for tobacco mosaic virus, which causes tobacco mosaic disease in the tobacco plant. The tobacco mosaic virus has the credit of being the first virus to be discovered. सबसे पहला वायरस दुनिया में डिस्कवर हुआ था कौन? टोबैको मोजाइक वायरस. और ये टोबैको मोजाइक वायरस जो है, TMV जो है, you have to study both the TMV and bacteriophages. So this the TMV has RNA as its genetic material. Similarly, the bacteriophages have some of the bacteriophages have DNA. As for example, the coronavirus has RNA as their genetic material. HIV, which causes AIDS, has RNA as their genetic material. So, so RNA, the nucleic acid present in a virus is either DNA or RNA. And in this feature, viruses are very unique because all the living organisms have both DNA and RNA in their cell. But the virus has either DNA or RNA. Both DNA and RNA are not present together in the same virus. The now the second very important point of feature point is that the complete virus particle. The complete virus particle. What is the meaning of the complete virus particle? The meaning of the complete virus, you should know. What is the meaning of the complete virus particle? The complete virus particle means that both the components, both the nucleic acid and RNA, both the nucleic acid and protein, when both the nucleic acid and protein are present in a particular virus, this structure is known as the complete virus particle. And there is a very specific scientific term, there is a technical term for that. What is the meaning of virion and viruses? The complete virus particle is known as virion. एक बहुत ही, अब ये बताइए वायरस और वायरियन में क्या फर्क है? यू नो दैट वायरस ये पूरे, और वायरस बताया कि वायरसेस आर नॉन सेलुलर न्यूक्लियो प्रोटीन पार्टिकल कंसिस्टिंग ऑफ न्यूक्लिक एसिड एंड प्रोटीन. देन व्हाट इज वायरियन? तो ये वायरियन का मतलब है कि कंप्लीट वायरस पार्टिकल को, द कंप्लीट वायरस पार्टिकल इज नोन एज वायरियन. वायरियन, if you use the term virion, and if we use the term virion, it means that this term represents a complete virus particle consisting of both the nucleic acid and protein, because the nucleic acid and protein part of the virus can be separated from one another, and this phenomenon is known as the crystallization. What is the meaning of crystallization, and who for the first time crystallized the virus? It was W.M. Stanley. It was W.M. Stanley. It was W.M. a scientist who for the first time crystallized TMV mosaic virus, and they obtained the TMV in the form of crystal and crystallized it. And for this crystallization, W.M. Stanley was awarded Nobel Prize. You know what is the meaning? The viruses can be obtained in the form of crystal. That is, what is the meaning of crystallization? That the meaning of crystallization is that both the nucleic acid and protein part can be separated from one another, and when they are put together, they again form a complete virus particle. So when the nucleic acid, you know that nucleic acid and protein part of a virus can be separated from one another, and this process is known as the crystallization. And when these two separated part, that is the protein and nucleic acid, if you keep them together, they will again form a complete virus particle. So you must know the term virion. This is very important term, virion. What is the meaning of virion? The complete virus particle. The complete virus particle consisting of nucleic acid and protein is known as the virion. And the term virus has been divided. What is the meaning of the from virus? Vira. There is another term, vira. What is the difference between virus and vira? Again, there is a term, virus. Virus is the singular word, and you make it, and as far the plural of virus is concerned, you may use the term viruses, or you may use the term vira. 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 Vira is another. Vira is also the plural of the term virus. And this virion, there are three terms. You have seen the term viruses, vira, and virion. The virion is the complete virus particle consisting of both the nucleic acid and protein. So this is Ajit. I think that you are understanding what I am describing, the features of the viruses. So this viruses, I have told you that viruses are the non-cellular nucleoprotein particle. They have either DNA or RNA as their genetic material, and the protein part and the protein constitute the sheath or cover of the coat of the virus particle, and this protein coat is known as capsid, and the capsid is made up of a number of subunits, and that subunits are known as capsomere, and capsomere is chemically made up of polypeptide chain. And again, then I use the term virion. The complete virus particle is known as the virion, and it was W.M. Stanley who, for the first time in 1935, obtained the TMV, tobacco mosaic virus, in the form of crystal, and you can say that he crystallized that virus, and the credit for the crystallization of virus goes to W.M. Stanley, for which he was awarded Nobel Prize. Now let us see the living other characters, other features of the virus. You know that viruses are much smaller than the bacteria. Viruses are much smaller than the bacteria, and they can pass through the bacterial filter which retain the bacteria. Viruses are obligate parasite. Bacteria may be parasite, bacteria may be saprophyte. The bacteria may be parasitic or may be saprophytic. Fungi may be parasitic and saprophytic, but viruses are always obligate parasite, and they are strictly parasite. That what does it mean? It means that when the virus enters the living host cell, they act as pathogen. They act as a parasite. They act as a pathogen, and viruses can cause diseases in plants, animals, and human beings. And not only this, viruses are not only parasitic and pathogenic on the plants, animal, and human beings. Rather, they are also parasitic, and they can also attack and kill. They can also attack and kill bacteria. It shows that viruses are more dangerous. Viruses are more dangerous than the bacteria, because viruses can also attack and kill the bacteria. Okay? And such viruses which are parasitic and parasitic on the bacteria are known as the bacteriophages. the the other feature of the virus is that viruses cannot be cultured in lab. You know that bacteria can be cultured in the lab, fungi can be cultured in the lab, but viruses cannot be cultured in the artificial nutrient medium in the lab. You can also say that viruses cannot be cultivated or cultured in the cell-free medium. Okay, so this is, and whereas the bacteria can be cultured in the cell-free media. Now, the another very important character is that viruses do not have their own metabolism. They do not have their own metabolism. When the virus use the metabolism of the host cell which they attack, वायरस का अपना कोई मेटाबॉलिक एक्टिविटी नहीं होता. जब वायरस लिविंग होस्ट सेल पर अटैक करता है तो viruses use the metabolic activity. Viruses use the infrastructure of the host cell to replicate or to reproduce themselves. ठीक है, तो वायरस का अपना कोई मेटाबॉलिक एक्टिविटी नहीं होता है. जब ये अटैक करते हैं होस्ट सेल पर तो उन्हीं के सभी इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर को यूज कर अपने आप को मल्टीप्लाई करता है. ठीक है. नाउ लेट अस कम टू द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट. In the previous lecture I have also mentioned that antibiotics have no effect on the viruses. Antibiotics का कोई वायरस पर इफेक्ट नहीं होता, but antibiotics have effect on the bacteria and fungi. But the viruses are not sensitive to the antibiotic. They are insensitive to the antibiotic. And the chemicals which are antibacterial in nature is the interferon. When a particular virus attacks the living host cell, the attacked host cell produce a particular chemical, and that chemical is known as the interferon. So then what is interferon? Interferon is the antiviral substances, and this interferon these days is being used for the treatment of the viral diseases. Antibiotics का कोई यूज नहीं होता है, वायरस पर कोई असर नहीं है, तो वायरल डिजीज को ट्रीट करने के लिए इंटरफेरॉन का आजकल इस्तेमाल किया जा रहा है. इंटरफेरॉन इज ए एंटीवायरल substance which is chemically made up of protein,